Alright, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Dreadhead Barry. Today I'm gonna show you how to get dreads like Chief Keef while freeforming. Alright, first things first, you're gonna need this right here. This is just a sponge. Honestly, I don't know where it came from. I want to say it was my nephew's, but he really wasn't using it, so I took it, started sponging my hair, and then I freeformed my dreads. Alright, so your first 2 months of your dread journey, the sponge is gonna be your main workhorse. Like, I cannot stress this enough. You're gonna want to sponge every day, every day, all day. And when you sponging, you want it to like pretty much just twist to the root, or like not twist up to the root, but like you want your hair to twist up really, really well. The way I freeformed, I didn't use products. I just used the sponge. That's it. I didn't put gel, wax, none of that in my head. And I would sponge every day. All right, with that being said, sponging, while you're sponging every day, your hair is going to start to mature and congo up. And so during those first 2 months, you really want to let your hair mature and congo up while like twisting every day. Then eventually your twists are going to start to hold. Another thing is you're going to want to have clean dreads. Now that first month, I wouldn't really necessarily wash my hair a lot. It's okay to get it wet, but like, you don't want to get like, you don't want to like, you know, do a deep cleanse where you're shampooing and conditioning and all of that. You kind of just want to like get some water on it, massage the scalp. You don't want to like soak your hair, because you don't even have dreads at this point. So you don't want to soak your twist and like knock the twist out. Basically, you're just getting it wet, massaging the scalp and making sure your scalp is clean. I would say after about 2 months, you can probably tell that your hair is mature enough where you don't have to use the sponge anymore. Now, during this time period is when, like I said, your hair is gonna congo up and it's forming like dreads. And during this time is when you wanna like diligently separate your locks. Some people call it popping locks. I don't know. I call it separating. So in my personal journey, like I said, in the beginning, I used to literally have to go in and like take dreads and split them apart. But after 1 year of doing that diligently and making sure, my dreads wasn't wicking up, like how like a lot of Florida rappers or Florida people is like doing that. Once they mature to like this point right here, this is when you don't really have to work that hard with separating your locks. So I want to say my hair, probably after about a year, this is when my hair got to like something like this. And nowadays when I separate, I don't really do too much. Like I separate, but like I'm not going in and splitting locks like specifically. All I do is I just like run my fingers through my hair. And people say you shouldn't like do this with your hair being dry, but you can. You just want to be careful that like you're not, like sometimes I run it and then it's kind of hard. It's just because like, how do I explain this? Sometimes when I'm running my hair, my fingers through my hair, it's kind of hard and like I would have to yank it. You don't want to yank that. Like it just should be pretty simple. You should just be able to do this right here and run your fingers through your dreads. And that's all the separating I do now. And you can do it in the shower. That's probably when it's best to do it. But like I said, I do it even when my hair is dry and I don't have problems. But as you can see, like, you feel me, I got them Chief Keef type dreads, and that's the look I personally was going for. So if you're going for that look, man, follow the regimen. It's super simple. Like I said, step 1, get you a sponge. Step 2, twist your hair every day for like 2 months. Step 3, from after 2 months to that 1 year mark, you want to like make sure you're separating your locks and making sure they're not congoing up. And I'm not saying congos are bad, because you feel me, I got like a lot of, you feel me, this one, well, this is a lock that I put together myself. If I can find it. Here's one up here that's easy. So this one congoed up on its own, and this is a 2-headed dragon. I got a bunch of those, and congos are okay, but when your hair's first maturing, you don't want it to congo up into like one thick lock, unless that's the look you're going for. But like I said, super easy way to get Chief Keef type dreads while freeforming. I've never had like a twist, traditional twisted locks. And I know people say like, oh, I need to get a retwist. I never had a retwist in my life. or not, I said my life, in my journey. But any comments or questions, leave them down below in the comment section. It's your boy Dreadhead Barry. You already know what it is, a whole lot of gay shit. Deuces.